Oh, we're back with Scrandle. It's the staple of Hat Films now. We've got to do our daily Scrandle.
Shout out to Ravs, who we haven't done this with at all yet. Rav
Nope.
told me about this on the way back from my birthday video in the taxi. He's
we've
like, mate,
rinsed
this
it.
website's hilarious. You guys should do a video on it. So thanks, Ravs, for all of this content.
Oh,
Again, if
lovely.
you don't know what this is, Scran is football food. Food you get at a football event. We are comparing two different versions from two different football clubs, and we're finding out which one has the most popular vote on social media. So here we go. Croydon versus Bristol Rovers, both in England. Jerk chicken on the left, jerk chicken with rice on the right. 10 quid on the left, 8 quid on the right.
It's got to be the one on the right, isn't it?
We've got to support your local.
Bristol
Support
Rovers.
local. Also, it looks better in every
It
way.
looks nicer.
I was making the point on the
moist.
The
slaws.
chicken looks great on both, to be fair. I'll be honest. It looks like there's a nice bit of moisture.
I wouldn't
in
say
the
no to the
sauce.
left one at all.
No,
but if we had the choice.
The thing about the right-hand slaw, right, and for people that don't like coleslaw, for a long time I didn't like coleslaw either, and I find it a bit gross, because most of the coleslaws I'd had were like the one on the left, so you're using spring onions, carrot, white cabbage, and mayo, right?
Not for me.
Go for a more modern take on it, where you get the red cabbage, I think on the right, red onion, and then I think probably a little bit of carrot still, and then a little bit of mayo, but also a little bit of vinegar. Chuck that in, try that instead. It's a lot better, and it goes a lot better with jerk chicken, and that's why I, Chris Trott, am voting for Bristol Rovers FC.
It's hard to disagree, and I'm locking
£8.
And
Cheap. Boom. Not that close off, but I mean, a lot of people thought the other jerk chicken looked
probably
good. Oh, what on earth is going on?
Sorry, I actually love the one on the right. I know they've got a green bun.
Ooh.
But that's presentation for you.
It is presentation.
That is like, although I don't
That's
really know
a lot of food colouring.
That was like an alien lobster.
What's in it? Is there a hot dog in there?
I don't know. It is a hot dog, it says.
It's
So
just
I
hidden.
guess it's maybe that bit there.
Yeah, maybe.
Covered in stuff.
But it's what, like a tomato-based kind of like.
So it's Korea versus
Chopped tomatoes in there.
US. Korean fried chicken on the left, which we know is going to be great. £4.50 as well.
Both yummy, but
Very cheap.
I think the green
Sonoran hot dog though is just wild.
Sonoran, I think.
For the
Sonoran.
novelty, I like it.
It's in Austin.
So apparently green is a team colour. Brilliant.
Ah.
All right, great. So is grass. But like, I don't see the dog in there. I see.
It's in there somewhere, right?
I'm not seeing the dog, but I don't think I have to see the dog. It looks like it's going to be quite a nice saucy mix in there. I see the little bit of the sausage that Trot's
Hard
poking
disagree.
his
I'm
digital
Korean.
finger on.
Korean fried chicken for £4.50.
It's a hard.
I'm going for the colourful one on the right, personally.
it's
but
wild.
It's £8.50, Ross, versus £4.50.
Apparently, it's covered and wrapped in bacon, according to our sources from America.
amazing.
There is a hot dog wrapped
I'd
in
have
bacon.
both. I'll
in
point
there.
out.
Yeah, I mean, you'd try
One on the left
both.
looks great.
You'd try the one on the right. It's got that appeal. But if I'm going to a game every week and I'm
I'm not having
stuff,
the yeah. Remember there was a time they introduced green ketchup.
Yes.
That
Well, it
flopped
was,
right on its fucking face, didn't
it
it?
did, yeah.
Oh, that's Pico de
Nobody
Gallo.
wants, to eat green ketchup. So what are we feeling? I guess it's down to Trot, because I've
Yeah.
said the hot dog.
I kind of want to vote for the novelty. It's way more expensive, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun.
Well, it's down to you, mate. It's down to you.
Yeah.
Ah, 32%. That's
Shit,
really
man.
low. It's really low. Alex Smith wins that
Oh,
one.
I didn't
God,
expect
what
it to
the...
be
What the fuck? What's on the left?
Oh,
Chicken balti pie in a roll.
grim. That is fucking grim.
£3.50.
Fucking Al Workington.
Chicken balti pie in a roll, or a sausage stromboli from the US for 10 quid.
So strombolis are incredible.
That looks
That
great.
does
It
look-
looks cheesy as fuck.
Yes.
It looks like a
Looks
tasty,
super
cheesy
hot.
mess.
Strombolis are not common enough in the UK, but stromboli is literally hot. Like that's like hot cheese, tomato, pepperoni,
What's lining?
like in a big old
some
like,
sort of sausage.
and then
Yeah.
covered in
Is in there?
with the dough on the outside. It's
Oh, that's meaty and cheesy.
it's
Why
great.
would you put that in a bun?
That's not going to win.
Also, it's
that
such a
gets them
shit
10%,
bun.
less than 10%.
Like don't get me
Just
wrong,
awful.
I've had pies and I've had great loaves of bread where I've gone.
Bun's doing nothing though.
I want to put that bread in that pie, you know. But like here,
That bun's not doing anything.
it's just garbage.
That bun is literally just replacing the fact that he's using his fingers.
I will say the presentation in terms of the camera is not good in this one.
No.
They could have made this look more appetizing.
Also, price wise, it's also £10
10
versus.
quid.
£10, but look how much that's
You do
mostly,
get a
that's the
lot,
cost of
though.
the cheese on there. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
there's a lot packed in there, I will say.
I'm going to have to do something here. I'm going to have to rely on the lack of taste of the UK public and say that it's probably the left one, isn't it?
No, it can't be.
Probably
I don't think
is.
so. No, I reckon they will look at that and still think that's shit. Because not only is it shit, like when you bite into
It's
that, you've then got
depressing.
all the kind of the chicken balty sauces are going to start coming out of that bad boy, and there's no container. You're just holding a bun.
Guys, remember the Northerners.
I won't forget the
There's a
Northerners.
whole part
I've
of the
been up
country.
north. I've had tatty ash.
What's tatty ash?
It's
Potatoes
like
and
corned beef hash with
That doesn't
corned
sound
beef is
appealing.
horrible.
potatoes,
Calling it tatty
carrots,
ash.
bit of gravy sauce, and well, that's what they called it. It's tatty hash.
Hash, yeah.
Like
hash,
corned beef
corned
hash.
beef hash,
Corned beef hash. But obviously at the time they're like, oh, try some tatty ash. And I did.
I can't,
And
with good intention, vote for this.
I didn't like
You're
it
a
that
fool.
much.
All right,
It's the left one.
I'm fool.
Oh,
Good.
Look at that.
I'm good.
Almost 90%.
Heart.
Okay.
Heart
Oh. That looks Scottish.
gravy topped chips or
Hartlepool.
Derby
Hartlepool.
County
Hartlepool.
sausage chips and stuffing with gravy. £5.
Yeah, we've got a rare feminine hand on the left-hand side as well, which I think adds a little bit of glam to the whole
You
thing.
think so?
Yeah, I think rarely do we see this in the hand.
Zoom out,
a
it's
feminine
not
hand.
a woman.
Well, I mean,
what are you saying?
That's why I'm saying it's feminine, not necessarily a woman. I'm just saying, that could be anyone.
The
But
depth
it's
of
just
field is nice.
It's a presented hand.
I like the
I like
rim
gravy
lighting.
drenched. I think that's a good amount of gravy. Personally, I love gravy on chips on occasions.
Yeah,
It looks way better than the right-hand one. The
This
right-hand
one-
one looks gross. The chips look
The
quite
right hand
crispy.
one looks dry.
Look at that stuffing.
That looks grim.
The stuffing looks awful.
That looks grim.
Not for me.
Super
Yeah. Left one all the way.
£6, a
Pulled
pound extra,
beef
you get this.
and gravy, and the pulled beef looks nice. Like it's
Yeah.
going to be tasty, little kind of home comfort, tasty gravy. Yummy.
Don't get me wrong. I love that they included a stuffing ball. I just don't like that one.
Shove gravy on the right, and
That would
I'm
be
struggling
more,
to decide here.
Ah,
Oh, those sausages are awful. Why would you struggle with that? That looks disgusting.
I'm just saying, pour gravy on anything, and you got tasty food with the flavour of gravy. It's
Obscure
Like
the real.
pig- like
yeah,
the death
gravy
of-
taste.
the death of a pig is not worth a sausage that shit. That's what really annoys me about all of this. And this is what kind
Yeah.
of gets my goat about people just being
Oh,
like,
wait.
it's just scran, innit? It's like, no, it's garbage. If you're going
Someone's-
to kill an animal, make something beautiful with its
Someone
body,
has
not that
just pointed
shit.
out, though, that says with gravy, and if you look on the left sausage, look how much gravy's on that sausage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
There is gravy in there.
it's just a thin,
It's just a pity amount of
sweaty-
gravy.
It's got to be left. Easy.
Left is a win.
How's that 72%? God, I'm angry.
Sausages.
Holstein Kiel.
Oh, burn my
That's
sausage,
such
please.
a long sausage.
It's long and it's burnt. Send it back.
And then Qatar World Cup.
Boring.
Hot dog.
Shit.
God,
Looks
they're-
shit.
Left one's probably way tastier,
I think it is probably tastier.
but it's just ridiculous.
Where's the sauce? Where is the sauce?
Fucking, why is it so long?
It's got to be.
Put
the
it in a baguette.
It's going to be the left one.
I think the left one. I think the left one too. £3.30. Tick. It looks like a nicer quality sausage.
God, fucking Germany's taking
Yes,
the
it
piss.
is burned, but
yeah.
in comparison to that shit on the right, which does have sauce in it, but clearly just a little bit on the side. There?
Most of it's in the foil.
Fucking hell! Where's the dressing? Where's anything on this?
Maybe they ordered it that way.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just a ketchup.
But they
dog.
obviously took a picture of it because I think they would probably be like, "Hey, look at this shit."
This is also more expensive than that longer sausage. So, again, it's no contest.
Burn my sausage.
I'm angry at the container for the sausage is not
But maybe-
adequate.
But maybe you want loads of sausage and not too much bread.
That's true.
I mean, reasonably speaking, per portion, do you want more bread than that?
No, I don't.
I want more
but
sauce on
But
it.
you want more sausage?
it's more the presentation. I guess it's funny.
And then
I guess there's a funny
just-
element.
I don't think that's
clarify.
why they do it.
those little nuggets aren't metal fragments, are they? At the top there, on that sausage.
Oh, wow.
What-
it does
what
say
we're looking
with
at?
metal in the description.
With
Comes with ferrous.
mit metal.
Mit metal.
No.
Holstein.
I think the left one is probably going to win, but I don't think either of these deserve higher than 10%.
50.
Great.
23 for that.
Disgusting.
They really didn't like the look of that, did they?
Here we go.
Wow.
Dress those
Alright.
sausages. Dress
Nashville.
your sausages.
This is Nashville, Tennessee, I assume, and US versus Brazil for their pernil sandwich, roast pork.
Oh.
£3.90.
God, that looks amazing.
That does look
Tasty.
fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
that's gonna be tasty.
But
£3.90.
I can't fault their hot dogs on the left.
£3.90.
You only get
They
the
look
one.
great on the left, but they're so much more expensive.
Also, which one do you get? Is it
I want the
just as
left-hand
hot
one.
dog?
I think it's just one of those, isn't it?
That's-
11.50.
That's a Philly cheese hot dog.
The
on the
left
left-hand
one
side.
looks tasty. Yeah.
The sausage looks nice and
Yeah.
saturated.
Taut. Very taut
God,
sausage.
tight.
God, it's turgid.
That definitely looks like a Class 2 carcinogen.
If this was a better quality
Picture?
Photo or like
camera,
because
this
colouring
would
is
look better.
shit,
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's quite degraded, yeah.
Just ask AI to enhance it.
Okay, AI, enhance that.
AI
There we
colour
go.
grade, mate. Picture.
Oh, it
Thank you.
Didn't do anything.
All right, so we're picking right Pernell sandwich.
I reckon the one on the left will clinch it.
Yeah,
This
even
is
though it's
Puerto Rican.
£11.50.
I think the colouring and the cheese and all that stuff, I think there's something about the one on the left that is more alluring. But price-wise,
I base
right
that-
one wins hands down.
What's your vote?
Hands
What is your vote then, Ross?
down. I'm voting a hot dog on the left.
Okay, I'm right. So you're the split.
I am on the right
You're a
because
split
it's
decision.
far too
All right,
good a
go for the right
deal
one.
for the amount of food you get.
Click it, man.
And also, I like that bread. That
Pull the
looks nice.
trigger.
Okay,
Boom.
Boom! Look at
Very
that.
close.
But not
Very close.
4%.
close.
Come on.
What the fuck?
Hey, sausage and bread, Servette FC. Welcome to Switzerland.
What is this?
You don't want some foamy ketchup?
Who's handing it to you with a smile on their face? Well, unless the smile is like prank,
it's a
bro.
fucking joke. £7.20.
Oh my god,
That's a goddamn joke.
that is shocking.
Meanwhile, over the fucking river at Dover Athletic, you're getting...
Crabble burger and chips.
That looks fine. The burger...
Why is it called
The
a
bun is a bit
Scrabble?
too floury for my liking.
It's
but-
too much burger, I think, personally.
Really?
I think it's too much patties. I think
Some nice.
take a patty out. That's probably a bit more appealing. I think it's just, and also they look burnt.
You're getting more for your money though. For
I think there's a nice
$6.50.
crisp on those
You
burgers.
are getting your money's worth though, and the
Yes.
bacon looks kind of
Okay.
probably kind of
Too much
grizzly a little
fat.
bit. Actually, I'm seeing
Yeah.
the fat there.
Is
So
that
I think
actually-
Chips look good. Chips look good.
Yeah.
You're getting way more for your money.
You're
The
getting
one on the left,
loads.
the one on the left is a joke.
It's a no-brainer, this
It's a
one, isn't it?
stupid joke.
God, you're pathetic.
Don't accidentally click on it now. Stay away from
Okay,
it.
yes, I'll stay on the
Bread's
right.
tight. Grain is way too tight to be natural. That's fastly risen bread.
The right is a winner. We don't even
Mm.
need to discuss this. Press the button.
Right.
67.
10% is quite
FC,
over
go fuck
10%.
yourself.
That's quite high. That's silly.
Ooh, corn with the bratwurst and
A
pretzel.
lot of bread, but
Nice
looks good.
pretzel.
Or
nice
steak and
pretzel.
chips with chimichurri.
Oh, that is great.
And
as well.
Cambridge
That's-
United.
Well, that's like proper steak as well. That's good
Yeah.
steak. 10 quid,
Ooh.
double the cost, but
It
you
is
are getting
double.
steak.
But you do get a bratwurst and a pretzel.
Yeah, both great. I'd be happy with either of these being brought back to me.
Me too.
Yeah, presentation of the sauce isn't that
Terrible.
important
Yeah.
because it's still saucy. I think that's
It's a lot
important.
of it. Yeah.
It looks like they did that with like their mouth. Like they put the bottle in their mouth.
That kind of sausage is something that I'd see on ratemypoo.com. It's got that kind of.
And the pretzel. Curler.
But yeah, again.
Rate my poo. How often do you visit ratemypoo.com?
Daily.
That should
like
be our
Scramble.
next video.
Yeah, ratemypoo.com's next. Coming up.
Members only.
I'm swinging towards the left because it's half the price of the right one.
Yeah, this is expensive.
I don't-
You get a lot.
I'd go right for the fact that it is steak. It's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit more money, but I think you
How are you eating that though?
With a fork.
with a fork.
Right.
Just stab it in, eat it
Yeah.
off the fork.
I know on the left, but then left they're having to use their lap as a dirty plate
And what a dirty lap.
because look at those dirty
Those
knees.
short shorts, man, on those red seats. Fuck.
Yeah.
That verse does look good, though.
Yeah, the Wurst, very nice.
The Wurst.
Very good Wurst.
The FC Köln. We've been to Köln.
I think it'll be close.
Numerous
times.
I think it'll be close between these.
Köln beer is
yeah,
good.
me too. So what do we think?
I reckon it's going to be 87% on the left.
So that's sausage and bread, whilst the right is steak and chips.
Steak and
Sausage
chips,
and
mate.
bread in the UK at least would be less than chips. Bread would be less than chips, wouldn't it? Steak could be less than sausage. But they are half the price. God, this is
I also think the one on the
fucking
right
conundrum.
looks better as a photo, and it's just disaster. Sophie's choice.
I reckon right. I'm going to go right,
Right,
yeah.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think individually, if somebody said, look at this
Alright.
steak on chips, chimichurri, it's a tenner, sure, but it's steak on chips.
This guy's had 3 nibbles out of that.
Yeah.
I certainly have.
And
Couple of bites.
then
Actually, I'll take a
decide-
fucking photo.
I'll take a photo.
I need to scran this.
Do you reckon they sound like that from
No,
Köln?
they're German. So, oh my God, I need to get one Scrandle. and,
Quickly, let me take a
picky.
photo. Photograph.
All right, we'll vote right then because
Yeah, yeah.
2v1. I think left would have done it, but here we go.
Boom.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Fair play.
Good.
Okay,
Oh,
Port
another good
Vale.
one.
Spicy popcorn chicken with hash brown bites.
Oh,
Lovely.
But
Very eatable.
£9.50.
I do love a currywurst.
Currywurst.
Mit-pom.
Mit-pom.
Very nice.
This is
Currywurst is
Altona
very
93.
It's a
in
messy,
Deutschland.
beautiful mess.
But it's quite rich sauce.
Yeah.
Looks very. I mean,
But that looks like
it does
real
look tasty.
chips and real
Spicy popcorn
sauce.
chicken looks good, but I also think the one on the right is what I'm going to go for.
Well,
I
it
have to
is
say
pretty good
currywurst.
looking.
I love it.
Left is great though. I will say $9.50 though is quite expensive.
Presentation wins on the left.
Yeah,
The right hand one
'Cause it
being
looks
£6
nice.
does help though.
does help a bunch.
Yeah, that's.
I think I would
that's a
vote
big
for
one.
the right one. presentation does beat out on the left, but
If you were at a German football game, you were an English person visiting,
Currywurst.
and you saw £6 for that, you'd be like, I'm going to go and get
I'd be
that.
all over that.
Yeah. So I think, right.
Yeah.
Bam.
And yes, we
That's it.
are correct.
Nice.
Thank
Not
God.
too much in it, though.
Not too much in it.
Yeah, it was the price, I think, that helped. If they were the same price, that would have been much harder.
Crew
Right.
Alexandra.
And Grim.
£4.50 cheeseburger.
That's a
versus
Rustlers on the left.
popcorn chicken and curly fries in a bucket. £16.
Oh, this is hard.
Kansas.
It's not that hard.
The one on the right is big, at least.
Yes,
Look,
I
the
go
one
with
on the
that.
right is going to be the winner, but the one on the
Yeah.
left looks like an old Rustlers burger.
It's awful.
That they've disassembled and reassembled again.
Also, you get 3 buckets to put on your head and then start hollering.
Oh, like, go
Afterwards.
fucking
However, the
nuts.
cost is crazy.
The chicken,
It is £16, but you share that, right?
Yeah,
the
it looks like a
chicken
share.
madness
Looks
would
like
have
a share.
overtaken you by this point. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Also, curly fries. Boom. Instant win.
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
a sharer. I mean, if we have that in mind, £16 doesn't sound too crazy.
Should we just take a moment to name and shame the absolute scum running the food hall at Crew Alexandra? £4.50 is a low price, sure, but at what cost?
I spit in your burger.
That
I think
looks
someone's already done it, mate.
foul.
Someone's beat you to it.
It's awful. Awful.
No point. There's no point.
You should be ashamed.
An animal doesn't need to die for that fucking monstrosity.
Stop
all right?
buying it in bulk. Stop it. Anyway, yes, we'll have to go with this one. Not our favourite
Popcorn
either
chicken and curly
for the
fries.
price.
Pricey, but
Better. Better, yes. And
Nice.
there it is.
Oh,
That's one of the lowest.
Scathing.
lower than 10. Yes,
Scathing,
that's
right?
what we want
Yeah.
to see.
9 out of 10.
Justice.
83.3 accuracy.
9 out of 10.
We are in the wavelength of the popular vote, so well done, everybody.
Yeah.
Good scranning today.
Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us for
Great
Scrandle. We've
scranning.
scrandled together a few times now, and it's been great.
Yeah,
God, we're loving
really
our
fun.
Scrandle.
Yeah.
See you in the next one, right?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.